will never do this again in Disney World, and neither should you. Here are the top 10 things you should avoid when planning your next trip to Disney World's Animal Kingdom. Disney's Animal Kingdom is a fan favorite park for many good reasons. There's amazing attractions, entertaining shows, and the park itself is absolutely beautiful. But that doesn't mean mistakes can't happen for newer visitors and even Disney experts. So here's what you should never do on a day in Disney's Animal Kingdom. My first never do, these are always fun to say, my first never do for this video is to never treat Animal Kingdom as a half-day park. I know a lot of times people say that it is. There are not as many attractions, or you know, you can easily do everything in half the day, but don't do that. You are completely missing out on the whole point of Animal Kingdom. That's to relax, it's to explore, it's to learn something new. There are so many amazing attractions and shows and food options and animal trails to explore. There are so many things to do here. If you only focus on the attractions, you are only focusing on half the park. So please don't treat it as a half-day park. I know Emma did a challenge where she did do everything twice, technically, so you can make it a half-day park, but she was only doing the attractions. She didn't do any of the shows, she didn't check out the animal trails, nothing like that. So Animal Kingdom is not a half-day park, okay? And if you say that, we're not cool, we're not friends. I'm sorry. But Animal Kingdom is not a half-day park, and if you say that it is, that's disrespectful. Don't treat it that way.
Respect!
Right now, I know that Disney World is expensive and you need to budget for that, so this next never do is gonna help you with that. And so next, I'm gonna tell you to never buy Disney Genie Plus for Animal Kingdom. Honestly, you don't need it for this park. If you're spending a whole day here, you do not need to buy the skip the line service. You can easily get on all the attractions and the shows without needing it. So it will save you a little cash on that day. There are some instances where maybe you do want to buy Genie Plus for Animal Kingdom, but let me explain. I would only recommend you buying Genie Plus if you are park hopping. So you can buy the multiple parks option. It will be the most expensive every day instead of an individual park. But if you are park hopping, if you have a park hopper ticket and you want to get as many rides done as possible, then I would recommend buying Genie Plus. But you're going to multiple parks, so it will be worth your money. The next instance is maybe you are on a Disney World vacation and it's a once-in-a-lifetime trip. You don't know the next time you're going to be back. You don't know if you ever will. Maybe it's a really big trip. Your whole family is together. There are times like that where you probably then do want to buy Genie Plus for your Animal Kingdom day, just to guarantee that you will get on all of the attractions. But again, if you have a great rope drop strategy, if you plan out what you're going to do in advance, if you pick your top 3 must-dos, then you probably don't need to buy the service. Save yourself a little money, get a snack instead. But really, there are not that many attractions here in Animal Kingdom, which makes it a lot easier to ride them all without needing Disney Genie Plus. If you don't know how Genie Plus works, please look up other videos on our YouTube channel. Please go to our Instagram. Please read our website at AllEars.net. We have so many resources for you. The only thing I would recommend you doing, if you want to, you can buy the individual Lightning Lane for Flight of Passage. That is the most popular ride here in Animal Kingdom. It is the ride with the individual Lightning Lane here. So if you want to guarantee to get on that ride, you can separately purchase the individual Lightning Lane without buying the whole Disney Genie Plus service. So you could pay to skip that line for one attraction here in Disney World. Now again, you can always rope drop that attraction. You can ride it at the end of the night for free. But if you want to guarantee that you get on that ride, maybe you've been looking forward to it, it's your first time, you can buy the individual Lightning Lane if you choose to do so. Next up on the list, this is arguably the most important thing to me, and I know Sage will agree with me on this, and that is to never skip out on live entertainment, especially in Animal Kingdom, because there's quite a bit here. Shows are actually a big part of Animal Kingdom. You've got amazing shows like Festival of the Lion King, Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond. You've got Feathered Friends in Flight and so much more. There's so much streetmosphere as well. There are a bunch of live musicians all around the park. There is so much when it comes to entertainment in Animal Kingdom. And honestly, you should not skip it, especially when it comes to the shows. Most of the time, Animal Kingdom closes the earliest in general. So a lot of those show times are not going to last throughout the entire day. So you do need to keep an eye on all of the show times just to make sure you don't miss out on a show you've been looking forward to. Also, shows like the Festival of the Lion King will fill up and they will cut off the line. So it's important to know if you want to get to a show, you need to prioritize it and get there early. We usually recommend at least 30 minutes early for the show time that you're wanting to attend. Oh, it's Scrooge and Launchpad. He's driving the boat. It's got money bags on the side. If you do end up purchasing Disney Genie Plus for your day in Animal Kingdom, there are a couple shows that you can use a lightning lane for, although I don't necessarily recommend lightning lane for any shows in Disney World. It doesn't really give you a leg up on anything, except you would get guaranteed seating in the show in the front, but honestly, save your lightning lanes for all the rides. However, in Animal Kingdom, since there's a lower number of attractions, if you get to the point where you've done them all and you bought Genie Plus and you want to get your money's worth, then yes, use a lightning lane for Festival of the Lion King and get a good seat, and you don't have to get there as early. So, of course, there is that option. Of course, I told you I don't recommend Genie Plus at all in this park, but if you buy it, get your money's worth. All right, I've got another ride never do for you, and next one up on the list is to never rope drop Kilimanjaro safaris. Now, rope drop is a term used in the Disney World theme park community. Rope drop used to be the time when park would open and cast members would literally hold a rope to let people into the park. Now, they don't do this anymore to this day. They don't actually hold a rope, but basically rope drop is just the term we use when we're talking about the park opening. So rope drop usually lasts the first hour, 2 hours of the day. This is when you can get a lot of those popular rides done, because not everyone shows up at rope drop. Some people sleep in, which I understand. You're on vacation. Sleep in if you want to. But in order to get on some of the most popular attractions in Disney World, you do need to get up and rope drop. And this works for every single park. Now, when it comes to Animal Kingdom and the safaris specifically, do not rope drop the safaris, because the safaris doesn't always open right at park opening. Sometimes it takes the cast members a little bit to open the attraction. The animals are not quite ready. You know, the animals do what they want, and the cast members are not going to make them do anything they don't want to do. So sometimes maybe the park opens at 9 that morning. Kilimanjaro safaris might not open till 10 because the attraction isn't ready yet. So don't rely on Kilimanjaro safaris being your first attraction of the day. A lot of the times I consider safaris to be my second attraction of the day. I usually go over to Pandora first and then hop on the safaris. You want to ride Kilimanjaro safaris in the morning. So yes, you need to ride in the morning, but not first thing of the day. I know it's a little confusing, but this is the perfect Animal Kingdom strategy. Go rope drop something in Pandora, one of those two very popular long wait attractions, and then go over the safaris next. You don't want to base your entire Animal Kingdom day on the safaris first, because it can be a gamble. Sometimes it does open right at park opening. Just check your My Disney Experience app as soon as you get there, but don't always rely on it opening right at park opening. Next up on the topic of food in Animal Kingdom, one thing that you should never do when you're here is eat at Rainforest Cafe. There actually is a Rainforest Cafe restaurant here in Animal Kingdom. Even before you scan into the park, you can find this restaurant up at the front. This is your typical chain restaurant, a Rainforest Cafe. They're all over the country. If you've been there once, you've been there enough times, I think, in your life.
Sick burn.
It's fun as a one and done kind of situation for me, but also you're here in Disney World. You should be eating at Disney World specific restaurants. There are so many great options here in Animal Kingdom alone. So please, please, please do not eat at Rainforest Cafe. It's got your, you know, your typical American cuisine, nothing super special, nothing super outstanding or great. There are so many great options in Animal Kingdom. Please do not eat at Rainforest Cafe. Of course, if you've got some kiddos in your family that really love animals and the rainforest, and they love eating at Rainforest Cafe and love that environment, then maybe you do consider it on your Disney World vacation. But again, you can eat at a Rainforest Cafe anywhere else in America. But I would recommend, the whole team here would recommend you spending your money elsewhere on more exciting food, on more better quality food, and even just there are special places that you can only eat here in Disney World, here in Animal Kingdom. So please don't waste your time at a Rainforest Cafe. And if you're interested, don't have any idea about where you should eat in Animal Kingdom, don't worry, I will help you out. You can go watch our video already up on the channel now called The Best Things I Ate in Animal Kingdom. So go check it out. We give you a bunch of more ideas. Don't eat at a Rainforest Cafe, okay? Just don't. Now, sometimes long lines in Disney World are unavoidable, but the next never do is to never ride Kilimanjaro safaris or Flight of Passage in the middle of the day. For multiple reasons, you should not ride either of these attractions in the middle of the day. Number one, they're gonna have long lines. Both of these attractions are very popular, and they tend to get the longest lines in the middle of the day. Also, it's gonna be hot in the middle of the day. You might not wanna be on a safari out in the open, out in the sun in the middle of the day. Do it more in the morning or later on in the evening. And specifically with the safari, the animals are not going to be active in the heat in the middle of the day. For the best experience on the safari, you should ride it in the morning or right after it rains. Anytime when the weather is cooler, the animals are going to be more active. They're going to be running around. Personally, I love riding the safari in the mornings. That is when I have seen the animals most active. In fact, the last time I rode the safari in the morning, I think it was my second ride of the day, which I highly recommend you do that. The animals were super active, the giraffes were running around, and it was very fun. All of the animals in the entire safari were very active because they were just waking up, they were eating their breakfast, and they were getting ready for the day. So please do not ride safaris in the middle of the day. Ride it in the morning or later on in the evening after it rains. Just be aware the safari does close pretty early in the evening, so just keep an eye on it, but don't ride safaris or Flight of Passage in the middle of the day. Now remember, in any ride in Disney World, you are able to ride the attraction as long as you are in line before the park officially closes. So if the park closes at 9 and you hop in line at 8:59 p.m., you will be in that line until you get through. They will let you ride no matter how long the wait is. Now, a lot of people use this trick for Flight of Passage here in Animal Kingdom, so just be aware the line could be longer in the evening as the park is closed, because people use that trick to their advantage, as you should, but just be prepared, it could be a long wait. But as long as you're in line before the official park closes, you will get to ride that attraction. Oh, it's Pocahontas! Oh my gosh! Hi! Ah! I love her! Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's so pretty. Now, of course, you want to ride all the big, exciting, thrilling, popular rides in Disney World, but the next item on this list is to never skip the filler attractions, especially here in Animal Kingdom. There are quite a few filler attractions here in Animal Kingdom, and when we say filler attractions, we mean rides and attractions that aren't necessarily that popular. They're usually going to have little to no wait at all. They're not the most exciting, but they are still fun attractions that you should do, and you use them to fill up the space in between the popular attractions. Specifically here in Animal Kingdom, some of these filler attractions include Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is where you hop aboard the Wildlife Express train to go to Rafiki's Planet Watch. It's a separate building. There are a lot of things to do here. There's a petting zoo where you can pet animals like goats and pigs and even cows. It's super cute, super fun for little kiddos. Inside the building, you can also take a free animation class from one of Disney's animators, and you get to take that home as a free souvenir. That's a super fun thing to do. I do it almost every single time I'm here in Animal Kingdom. I think it's so fun. Also over at Rafiki's Planet Watch, that is where they do all of the veterinarian procedures on the animals. So if an animal ever gets sick or they need a procedure done, you can actually watch it there. They have a full glass window viewing area, and that's where all of the procedures take place. It's very rare, so if you ever are over at Rafiki's Planet Watch and see something happening, go over there, check it out, because that's very rare. I've only ever seen it once, and I come to Disney World a lot. Also included in filler attractions are the animal trails. There are a couple of animal trails here in Animal Kingdom. There's the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail and the Maharaja Jungle Trek with the tigers. So both of these are really great. It'll take you a few minutes to get through each one. It's at your leisure. You walk however quickly or slowly you want to walk. Get up close and personal with the animals, learn fun facts along the way, and ask those cast members questions because they are so knowledgeable. They will answer any questions you or your kiddos might have, and they love to teach you more animal fun facts. But like with most things in Animal Kingdom, please pay attention to the times listed, because today it says Gorilla Falls Trail will close at 4:30 p.m. and today the park is open until 8. So that is quite a big difference in between park closing time and this being closed. So just like with everything else, keep it in mind. If it's part of your priority list, you need to make sure you do it before it closes, because as soon as it gets dark in Animal Kingdom, unfortunately, a lot of the things with the animals do close early. So just keep that in mind. Now I want to go back to talking about food, because we all love food. I love to snack around Disney World, and honestly, Animal Kingdom has some of the best food arguably in all of Disney World, and I know people that will stand behind me on that statement. So next up, I'm going to tell you to never get boring snacks in Animal Kingdom, because you shouldn't. There are too many great things to eat here. When it comes to Animal Kingdom, there are so many amazing and wonderful and tasty and unique snacks that you will not find anywhere else in Animal Kingdom. I want to shout out Mr. Kamal's fries. Those are amazingly seasoned fries with fun sauces. You've got the cheeseburger pods over at Satuli Canteen in Pandora. You've got the Dino Bites ice cream sandwich, which is amazing and fun. And those, they come out with different ones throughout the various seasons. So depending on what the holiday is that's closest. They'll have different ice cream sandwiches. You've even got the buffalo chicken chips over in Dinoland USA at Trilobites, which are amazing. I don't even like buffalo sauce necessarily, but I love those buffalo chicken chips. I can't explain it. And I've already said it, but I do encourage you to go check out our Best Eats in Animal Kingdom video because there's so much good stuff here. I need you to know, Animal Kingdom has good snacks and good food all around. You don't only need to research about the rides, but you need to research about the snacks too, because there's so many good options. You can't eat them all in one trip. So just research the snacks, go watch that video and figure out what you want to try on your next Animal Kingdom day. Now I've got another ride tip for you. The next thing that you should never do in Animal Kingdom, this might be crazy, but you should never wait more than 20 minutes for Expedition Everest. Expedition Everest, the legend of the Forbidden Mountain, is the roller coaster attraction here in this park. It is very thrilling, very exciting, high speed, very fun. It is a very popular ride here in Animal Kingdom, but I will say you should never wait more than 20 minutes for this attraction. And let me tell you how you can do that. This attraction does have a single rider line. Single rider lines can be found all over Disney World at various attractions, and this single rider line specifically is a great one to utilize. Now you should take advantage of this line if you are totally okay with splitting up your party, or maybe you're having a solo park day and you're in the park by yourself. Please take advantage of this tool. Now again, you must be okay with splitting up your party because you will be riding by yourself. If you are with a party, you could more than likely be on the same train, but you will not be sitting next to the people you came with. If you hop into the single rider line, you will be split up. Please do not be one of those guests that hop in the single rider line and then ask the cast member at the front to sit next to the person you came with. It makes their jobs more difficult. Please do not do that. If you do take advantage of the single rider line, you might not wait more than 5 minutes. Most of the time, the single rider line is pretty fast. It is one of the good single rider lines in Disney World. Not all of them are good, but this one is, and I totally advise you to take advantage of it. Now I understand if you are with a big group of people, you're not going to want to do that. You don't want to split up your party, and that's totally fine. If the standby line for Expedition Everest is 20 minutes or under, you should hop in that line. Because if it's 20 minutes or under, most likely it's not that. It just takes a long time to walk through the queue. If it's more than 20 minutes, I just recommend you wait for a lower wait time. It'll drop later on in the day. Or if you've bought Genie Plus for Animal Kingdom, or if you have Genie Plus for a multiple park day, if you're park hopping, then that's when I would recommend you grab that lightning lane. Now this last one on the list is, honestly, I said another one was my favorite earlier, but I think this one is my favorite. And I would highly, highly, highly tell you to never skip Nomad Lounge. Nomad Lounge is a bar and lounge area connected to the table service restaurant Tiffin's here in Animal Kingdom. It's right outside the entrance of Pandora. It is a great place to take a break, relax, enjoy yourself, grab a drink, grab a snack, just hang out. There's a bunch of great drinks and snacks here, but you can also order a couple things off of the Tiffin's menu. So for instance, if you didn't get a Tiffin's reservation, maybe they were out, or maybe you didn't think about it ahead of time, come to Nomad Lounge. You can try some of the food there. It's honestly just a perfect oasis in the middle of Animal Kingdom. The AllEars team loves Nomad Lounge, and it's honestly very hard for me to not stop right now at the end of this video and treat myself, but I've got more things to do. When it comes to Nomad Lounge, you are going to want to check the My Disney Experience app early in the day because they do have a walk-up wait list on the app. Now, again, you're gonna wanna check early, maybe the first thing you do in the morning when you get here, because it really fills up. It fills up quickly because more people are finding out that this is a perfect spot, which I love that people are figuring it out, but also that means it's harder to get in. But also on that note, an extra tip is that even if the app says that it's full, go check in person, because more times than not, every time that I have gotten into Nomad Lounge, it's because I went in person, checked, put my name on the list. Even though the app said it was full, it wasn't really full. They put my name on the list. You might have to wait an hour or two, maybe longer, but most likely you will get in. So just my biggest tip for Nomad Lounge, check early. Maybe as soon as you get into the park, just go over there, check it out, put your name on the list, give them your number, ride some rides, have some fun, and then come take a break in the middle of the day at Nomad Lounge. I promise you, you will thank me later. And again, if you want to see what an afternoon at Nomad Lounge looks like, honestly, go watch any of our perfect days in Animal Kingdom, because we can't have a perfect day in Animal Kingdom without stopping there. Or you can check out, again, the Best Eats Stack video, because I do make a stop there on that video. It can't be an Animal Kingdom day without stopping at Nomad Lounge. Just listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and now go watch us break world records here in Disney World. I'll see you there.